All right, I think we're ready to go. All right, we got one more joining. Welcome, Kyle. Hello.
Muted. Sorry about that.
Oh, you are there. Awesome.
How
All
are
right.
you?
I'm good. I'm just
This
going
is
to
exciting.
mute everybody so we can get going here, Kyle, okay? All right. So welcome, everyone. Thanks for coming out to our Healthy Treats event. I'm Deanna Peterson, and I'm going to be one of your hosts for tonight. I'm going to be one of the ones cooking, but we've also got with us Teresa Fisher. Teresa, could you wave? And we've also got with us Catherine. Catherine, can you wave as well? And we're all co-hosting this tonight. Now, first, before we get going, I'm going to have Teresa do a very quick intro to the Juice Plus product line and what it's about, and we're going to be using some of those products tonight. Go ahead, Teresa.
Awesome. Thanks, everyone, for joining us tonight. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Teresa Fisher. I live in Outlook, Saskatchewan, and I'm a wife and a mama to 2 grown kids, and I love being part of this community. So I'm going to follow a little bit of a script just to keep us on track. And so everyone, we're so happy to have you here tonight, and we're part of a group that comes together doing healthy, fun events. And this is going to be relaxed and fun, and Catherine and Deanna are going to be doing some fun stuff. So I'm just here to kick it off, to ask you a few questions, show you a little bit of what we're about. And so first question, would you agree that being healthy today can be challenging? And would you agree that it's the most important thing in our world right now, and for the last few years especially? Yeah, so thank you so much for joining us. I'm so happy to be about part of this as well. So we'd like to introduce you to a movement called the Healthy Living Revolution. And we come alongside of families looking to get better health. We have a wonderful, unique community where we do all sorts of events like this. And most of all, we love to have fun together. So the goal is to introduce you to our free resources. Got lots of great ones, our nutritional support, and of course, we'll be making some healthy treats in a little bit here. So free resources, for those of you that love cookbooks, we've got some really great cookbooks. We've got some shred guides. We've got all sorts of great resources that we can connect you with. We've got short trending health webinars, and we've got a really great customer group or group for anyone interested in healthy living. So let us know if that's something you want to be a part of. We put all sorts of great stuff in there every week, actually every day. So I'm going to introduce you to a product called Juice Plus for those of you that aren't familiar of it. Did you know that we need to flood our bodies with raw fruits and vegetables every single day? And did you know that you need like 9 to 13 servings every day? Did you know that one serving is like equal to the size of your fist? And can anyone think about the last week and how many servings of fruits and vegetables you would get on an average day? Even though I know what I need, that's a lot of food. So we're so grateful for Juice Plus for that reason. And I'm just going to tell you a little bit about it. Juice Plus is 30 different raw, vine-ripened whole foods. It's non-GMO and NSF certified to be pure. We love to call it a salad bar in a capsule is the way I like to look at it. And honestly, I was so excited when I was introduced to it. And this was over 15 years ago for me now, because I was not someone that believed in vitamins, but I believed in fruits and veggies. And I was like, if you can put it into a capsule or a chewy for my kids, I need to know more. So it's really important to understand the process that the plants go through to be encapsulated and put in a chewable form. First of all our fruits, veggies, and berries are completely vine ripened. So that means that they remain attached to the plant until the nutrition is fully developed. The fruits and veggies are then ground up, which is better than juicing because they use the entire whole food, the peels, the leaves, and the seeds whenever possible, which provides so much more nutrition. In an orange, for example, did you know that up to 80% of the vitamin C is found in the peel? And is anyone eating peels? I know Deanna says she eats peels. I don't eat peels. But anyway, that's amazing if you do. And then what happens is they slowly dry the produce at low temperatures, preserving the nutrients, and then they put them into a capsule and chewable. And here's some of the things that we love about Juice Plus. It's scientifically proven. We have over 40 nutritional published studies in peer-reviewed medical journals. And for anyone who loves research, we can connect you to those studies. So you just need to let us know. And as I mentioned, it's food. It's not a vitamin. So we have a nutritional label. And I just want to show you really quickly the size of the capsules. So here's the size of the capsule. And you take 2 each a day. And what's really cool is you can open these up. So if people can't take capsules, you can open them up. You can add them to food. You can put them into shakes. And what I didn't do is I didn't read what's in them. So we have a fruit, veggie, and berry blend. And I love to read this out because imagine putting this into your body every day. Cherries, apples, beets, peaches, pineapple, lemon peel, cranberry, dates, oranges, mangoes, prunes. That's our fruit. Our veggie is beets, broccoli, rice bran, cabbage, lemon peel, parsley, carrot, garlic, kale, spinach, and tomato. Like, can you imagine your little cells jumping for joy? And then if we add the berries, we've got artichoke, bilberry, blackberry, blackcurrant, cranberry, elderberry, blueberry, cocoa, concord grape, pomegranate, and raspberries. That's what we call our trio blend. So not only is it just food, it's safe for everyone. We love to call it womb to tomb. So when babies, even babies, when they've started being exposed to the food, we can open it up into their baby food. And I wished I would have known that when my kids were little. We also have an amazing product called a vegan omega. This is plant-based, and you know what? They're just the most beautiful looking capsule. And this is a full spectrum. So it's 3, 5, 6, 7, and 9. And it has the oils of algae, sea buckthorn, pomegranate, raspberry, safflower, and tomato. And what's really cool in these, you can see a little bubble. I don't know if you can see that. There's a little, it's actually a nitrogen bubble. And that nitrogen bubble keeps the oil fresh. And omegas are so important for heart health, for our brain, joints, eyes. So if you're interested in learning more about our vegan plant-based, so we don't have any fish, we've skipped the fish, no fishy birds. So that's what's really important about our omegas. And I'm talking really quickly because I know the girls are anxious to cook. So thanks for bearing with me. Now, I know the ladies are going to be using our Complete tonight. And our Complete is a plant-based protein powder. It's gluten-free, whole food protein. It's got great fiber, amino acids, and different fruits and veggies in our shakes. And it's great as smoothies. And as you're going to find out, you can make a lot of healthy treats with them as well. And I'm just going to show you, it comes in vanilla, Dutch chocolate. Each bag gives you 15 servings. We also have these handy dandy little sachets as well. Those are great for on the go. And we've also got Complete bars as well. I always joke that these have saved me from a lot of unhealthy decisions. I'm out and about. So I keep these with me. And we've got dark chocolate and fig and tart cherry and seeds. And one last thing I want to share with you all is that we have an amazing product called a tower garden. And I'm sitting beside my tower garden, and I'm actually just going to turn. I hope that you can see them. Can you see that? So this is in the kitchen. And basically what a tower garden is an aeroponic growing system. that we can grow indoors or outdoors. There's no dirt, no heating, it's just air and water. And we can grow anything that's a vine ripened, any leafy green herbs, edible flowers, tomatoes, cucumbers, beans, peas. And strawberries. I have a strawberry tower outside right now. It just went outside. So if you're interested in anything that I shared tonight, please make sure you reach out to anyone who invited you. Juice Plus has been a staple in our family's life for a long time now, and it's just a simple way to get more plants into your diet. So thanks for listening. I'm going to turn it over to Deanna.
Thanks so much. Now I'm going to turn it actually over to Catherine because she is going to do our first recipe. Catherine, you ready to go?
I'm ready. So tonight my recipe is going to be peanut butter and jelly energy balls. So I'm just gonna go right ahead and get started. The first ingredient is unsweetened chocolate chips, a 1/3 cup of that. Just add it into a bowl, and a tablespoon of coconut oil. Scoop that into the bowl. And I'm going to go microwave that for about 1.5 minutes. And while we're waiting, I'm just going to get our oats ready. These are gluten-free rolled oats. 1.5 cups of those. Up with it. I have some cranberries, so just about a handful. I have a little cupful of cranberries. I'm going to add that into the oats. I'm going to be mixing the chocolate and the oats afterwards. Just waiting for it to be done in the microwave. I just want to get the chocolate melted. Mix it up. Mixing the coconut oil and the chocolate chips. We're also going to add a 1/4 cup of maple syrup. We also add some peanut butter. So I'm going to add 3 tablespoons of peanut butter. You can use whichever kind of peanut butter you'd like. I'm using natural peanut butter, crunchy. Adds a little bit of texture. I'm gonna go grab a spoon. One, 2, and 3. Mix that up. And also add a little bit of a dash of cinnamon. And a little bit of salt. And last ingredient for that would be our chocolate complete. So I'm going to add a scoop of that. Find my scoop. Go. Scoop of our chocolate complete. And mix all that together. Mixing in the chocolate complete well with the chocolate liquid. And once that's all mixed up, add it to the oats and the cranberries. Mix all that together.
Catherine, there's a question. Is the coconut oil yours?
The coconut oil is what? Sorry?
Is the coconut oil yours?
What do you mean?
Cynthia, maybe explain your question.
Oh, I meant as, does it, it's not something that Juice Plus sells, it's just somebody else's coconut
Yeah,
oil.
it's just organic coconut oil.
Okay, thanks.
No problem. All right. And once that's all mixed up, it has to be chilled in the refrigerator until it's firm enough to make little balls out of them. So I will go and pre-made some. So I will go get those and show you the final product. I don't know if you guys can see, these are the balls that I made earlier. So yeah, it's nice and quick and easy to make, and they taste delicious. So now I will pass it on to Deanna, and she can make her recipe.
Thank you, Catherine. Great job. Those look very good.
Mhm.
So the recipe that I'm making tonight is blueberry bombs, is what they're called. And they're fairly easy to make too. I made them last night because they need refrigeration, and I'm going to show you the finished product after we make it. So let's start out. And the first ingredient is a half a cup of raw cashews. And I've just got everything pre-measured in the essence of time. So this is half a cup of cashews that you can buy at any grocery store, just raw whole cashews. And I'm chucking it in a food processor or a blender is what you do with this recipe. Then what we add is some cooking oats. This is just regular large flake oatmeal that I've measured out, and there's half a cup of that goes into this recipe. And then after that, we've got 3/4 cup of dried blueberries. Now these I just bought at, your local bin store where you can go and buy things in the bin. And they had the fresh dried blueberries there. So that's what I'm chucking in for the blueberries. And this is all just going into the blender. The next is Veggie dates. You need 1/4 cup of those. I don't know if you know what these are, but I brought those out to show you. This is the package. I bought them at Costco. Costco does carry these, and they are organic and they're good for sweetening things. So I'm now going to add those in. I've got them pre-measured as well. And then after that, we have a tablespoon of regular cocoa powder, just regular cocoa. Fry's cocoa is good. And then after that, we've got a half a teaspoon of vanilla extract, which I've pre-measured. I'm using the good stuff from Mexico, the Molina. I don't know if you guys have ever had this stuff, but oh, it's amazing. Vanilla. I love my Molina. And then a pinch of salt. So I've just got a little salt shaker. I'm just going to put a couple shakes. And last but not least, the most important ingredient that contains 14 fruits and vegetables, different ones than Teresa showed you, is the complete shake. So just 1 serving of that. So you can buy them already pre-done, or as Teresa saw, you can measure it out of one of these shake bags, either or, whichever one. And then you just chuck that in, and that adds a lot of health to your recipe. Last but not least, we now got to mix it up. So we've got all the ingredients in. I'm just going to put this back on my blender. I'm just going to mute you for a minute while I do this too, so that you don't have to listen to my blender because it does take a few minutes.
While Deanna's blending, I'll show you guys the chewables. I forgot to show them. These are the little chewies. And so our capsules, we've got them in capsule form or chewable, and they are super tasty. So they're good for big kids and little kids. So that was something I forgot to mention. We have a family healthy starts program where kids and students actually up to the age of 25 can get their fruits and vegetables free when an adult sponsors them. So thanks, Deanna. That gave me an opportunity to share that with all of you. So thank you. And while she's blending, have you guys ever taken a date like Deanna showed, and you can put a pecan in the middle of it, just tuck it in the middle of it, and it tastes like a healthy version of a butter tart. So now you guys are going to want to try that. It's really good.
Okay, so we blend it until it gets a little bit damp. And then what we do is we take it out of the blender. And we put it in a bowl. So I've just got a bowl here that I'm going to pour it in. And then it goes in the fridge. And it goes in the fridge for about half an hour. And that's to make it a little bit cool so that you can actually work with it to put it into balls. And so all I do is pop a bit of saran wrap on this and put it in the fridge. That's what I did last night for half an hour. And then after half an hour, I pull it out and I start making balls, forming it in my hands out of this. And I'm going to show you the result. This is what they look like. I'm going to try and actually turn my computer so you can get a view from the upside. Tell me if you can see them good. Can everybody see them?
Yes.
And I added a garnish of mint from my tower garden just to fancy it up a little bit and make it look really nice. So you can serve these. They're really, really delicious. They've got blueberries in them. As I said, lots of really good things and yummy. Mm. They taste good. Yes, Kim, they're very good for taking on hikes, or even, they're so good, just putting them in the fridge. And if you're hungry, instead of going for a cookie or something else, you can have one of these, and they're so much more healthy for you. And they taste amazing. Like, you would never know that this is healthy. You would think it's the cookie. They taste every bit as good. And that's what I love about cooking with Juice Plus, is you can get all those 14 fruits and vegetables, plus what I added, the blueberries in it. Think about all that nutrition that I got. And the dates is half a cup, and the cocoa Monica is a tablespoon. I'm going to open the floor now for questions for myself, Catherine, or Teresa. We're all here to help tonight. Does anybody have any questions about what we made or the amounts or what we did? Lots of you, but you're quiet. Okay, good question, Christine. Christine said, will we post the recipes? And yes, we will. We actually do have a Facebook group for this. So ask whoever invited you to pass you on the link for the Facebook group. And for a number of you, that's me. I will send it to all the people that I invited. And you can go to that Facebook group and we'll have all the recipes posted up there, as well as the whole video of what we made tonight. And so you can see my smiling face once again if you want to. Just kidding. Any other questions? Awesome, Kim. Kim's going to be making them. So yes, we're going to post the recipes. And if you're looking for the complete, I can help you get that. Catherine can help you get that. Teresa can help you get that. We can help you get the stuff you need to start making these healthy snacks. And we've got tons more recipes where these came from. That's one good thing. When Teresa held up that book, she's holding it up again, The Complete Creation. There's a whole book of recipes that are really, really, really good. And if you join our Shred 10 program, you're going to learn a lot of those recipes. And what is Shred 10? You didn't tell us, Teresa. I'm going to turn it back to you.
Okay, so the Shred 10, actually, I'm so thankful for the Shred 10 because it taught me a lot of things I just didn't know. And in the beginning, when I first looked at the guidelines, I was like, oh my goodness, what am I going to eat? You know, because what it does is asks you to cut out gluten, dairy, alcohol, caffeine, all of our favorite things, right? Refined sugar. But the important thing to understand with the shred is that you can do this over like in baby steps, right? Pick one of the guidelines you want to work on. And I think what so many people have learned from the shred is that they never realized they weren't feeling well for many years. They didn't realize they had a dairy intolerance or a gluten intolerance until they took it out and just tried without. And believe me, there's a lot of food that we can be experimenting and trying. And, you know, that's what this program will teach you. So there's a guide that tells you recipes. It gives you all sorts of tips and tricks. And again, Deanna mentioned we have our group called Inspiring a Healthy Lifestyle. We run a shred every month. And so even if you just want to come into the group and watch what we do, or look at the guide, what we've got videos that explain it. I'm certainly not the expert, but we have a lot of experts that can explain it for you. So we're at day 3. And I think a lot of people want to know, well, what's the shred going to do for me? For me, personally, energy, less bloating, better sleep, better digestion. And the really cool thing is we're all so different that you just don't know what it's going to do for you, right? The Juice Plus products are very important to support you through it. So the capsules and the shakes. But again, we can all start somewhere. We focus on more water, some really basic core things that we need to be doing anyway. So that's a little bit in a nutshell. If you guys want more, let whoever know invited you tonight, and we can tag you in some resources for that.
So Shirley, you asked a question. Your question was, will we share the recipes? Yes, we will in the Facebook group. So just ask the person who invited you for that group and we'll give it to you and you can go there. And then the next question was, can I share them with others? And the answer is yes, of course. We want as many people as possible to be healthy. And these are awesome ways to get something healthy into your lifestyle that's easy that anybody can make. As you saw, how long did it take me to make them? Not very long. And they're very good for you. And that's our goal here, is to help others. The recording will also be up in the Facebook group. So those who want to watch us make it again and again, as you're making it, they are up there as well. And again, this is my result. Catherine, can you show yours? So these are my blueberry bombs. Catherine's going to show hers.
These are my peanut butter and jelly balls.
And that's how fast it is to make these things that are good and healthy and that you can serve anytime. As you know, you can take it on a run with you, on a hike with you. You can put it in the fridge and help yourself at any time that you're hungry. And it saves you going and grabbing that cookie or muffin or something that's not quite as good for you. So I want to thank you all for coming. You know, this is a short event. It is designed to not take much of your time. And we thank you all, though, for the time you've given us tonight. Make sure you reach out to the person that invited you and let them know what you think. what we did tonight. We're going to be doing more of these events in the next few months. Feel free to come back. We'll be making some salads, probably some soups, all sorts of fun stuff coming up. We might even be making healthy drinks in the future. We've talked about doing a healthy drink event. And we have lots of fun with these events. So just come on back whenever you get a chance, whenever you get an invite. And if you want more invites, make sure you tell the person that invited you that you're very interested in this kind of event. Thank you all for coming. Have a great night.